Hello and welcome to Evergreen Health, your go-to place for simple, honest health tips that really make a difference. Today, we're diving into a topic that might surprise you. Mistakes that make eggs harmful to your health. Yes, you heard that right. Eggs, often called nature's perfect food, might actually be hurting your health if you're making these common mistakes. Now, before you stop eating your morning eggs, let me say this. Eggs themselves are packed with amazing nutrients that seniors absolutely need, from protein that helps keep your muscles strong, to vitamins that support your brain and vision. But here's the catch. It's how you prepare and eat eggs that matters most. The same egg that's supposed to be good for you could quietly be causing inflammation, raising cholesterol, or even messing with your digestion. And that's exactly why this video is so important. You'll learn the 4 biggest mistakes seniors make with eggs. Mistakes so common, many people don't even realize they're doing them every single day. But first, if you want more videos like this, filled with eye-opening health tips to help you feel your best every day, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Evergreen Health. Your support means the world and helps us keep creating videos that matter. Now, get ready, because some of these egg mistakes might just shock you and change the way you think about your breakfast forever. Let's jump right in. Section 1. Eggs. A perfect food, but not always perfectly used. American style. Eggs have been called one of nature's perfect foods, and there's a good reason for that. Just one large egg packs about 6 grams of high-quality protein, which means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. That's super important, especially as we get older, because maintaining muscle mass becomes a real challenge. Losing muscle can affect your strength, balance, and independence. So having a dependable source of complete protein like eggs can make a big difference. But eggs aren't just about protein. They're also loaded with choline, a nutrient that supports brain health by helping with memory and thinking skills. Many seniors ask me, "Doc, can eggs help keep my mind sharp?" The answer is yes. Choline is essential for brain cell function and communication. Eggs also provide lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that build up in your eyes and help protect against age-related macular degeneration, which is a common cause of vision problems as we age. Plus, eggs have almost no sugar and offer a balanced mix of vitamins like B12 and D, along with minerals like selenium and phosphorus, all of which play important roles in your overall health. So, why do some seniors feel worse after eating eggs? Even though eggs are packed with good stuff, I often hear from seniors who say, "I eat eggs, but I get bloated, feel foggy, have stiff joints, or even see my cholesterol go up." That can be confusing and frustrating, right? Here's the thing. It's usually not the egg itself causing problems. The real issue is how the eggs are cooked, what they're eaten with, and the habits around eating them. Aging metabolism and nutrient sensitivity. As we get older, our bodies don't process food the same way they did when we were younger. Our metabolism slows down, which means our digestive system isn't as efficient at breaking down fats and absorbing nutrients. On top of that, older adults become more sensitive to imbalances in their diet. For example, fats that didn't bother you in your 30s or 40s might now trigger low-level inflammation or digestive discomfort. And little mistakes in diet can quietly add up over time, leading to problems like chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and other health issues. Have you noticed that you can't eat certain foods the way you used to without feeling off afterward? That's part of what's going on. Eggs aren't the enemy, but how we use them matters. One of the most important things to understand is this. Eggs themselves aren't bad. The problem is in common habits around eggs that most people don't even think about, like the type of oil used for cooking eggs, what you eat eggs with, how often and how you prepare eggs, how you store them at home. Many seniors enjoy eggs regularly, but don't realize that these habits could be causing unwanted effects. Inflammation, the hidden slow-moving threat. A key concept everyone over 60 should know about is chronic low-grade inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging. This isn't the kind of inflammation you get from a cut or scrape, but a slow, ongoing process that can damage your blood vessels, joints, brain cells, and muscles over time. It's linked to lots of age-related conditions like heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, memory problems, and cognitive decline. Here's the good news. What you eat can either make this inflammation worse or help calm it down. The oil you cook eggs in, the sides you serve them with, and even how you prepare and store eggs all play a role in fueling or fighting inflammation. Questions for you to think about. How do you usually cook your eggs? Do you use butter, vegetable oil, or something else? Do you often eat eggs with bacon, sausage, or ham? Have you noticed feeling bloated, stiff, or foggy after eating eggs? Do you eat eggs the same way every day? Where do you keep your eggs at home? In the fridge door or the main fridge? Think about your answers as we go through the rest of this video. These little details matter a lot. A real-life example. From my practice. Let me tell you about Mrs. Taylor, a lively 70-year-old who came to me complaining of bloating and knee pain every morning. She loved eggs and ate them nearly every day, usually scrambled with a splash of vegetable oil and served with processed ham. Once we made a few simple changes, switching to olive oil for cooking, swapping out processed meats for fresh veggies and avocado, and mixing up how she prepared her eggs. Her symptoms improved a lot in just a few weeks. Stories like Mrs. Taylor's aren't rare. Small changes around how you handle eggs can lead to big health improvements. What's coming up next? In the next sections, I'll walk you through the 4 most common mistakes seniors make with eggs and how to fix them. Cooking with oils that cause inflammation, pairing eggs with processed meats that bring hidden health risks, eating eggs the same way every day without variety, storing eggs improperly, which can lead to foodborne illness. I'll also share more stories from seniors who made these changes and saw their health turn around, plus simple tips you can start using right away. Final thought. Your body changes as you age, and paying attention to these small but important details, how you cook, what you eat with your eggs, and how you store them, is a way of caring for yourself wisely. Are you ready to learn how to make your egg meals healthier and safer? Section 2. Mistakes number 1. Cooking eggs in inflammatory oils. One of the biggest mistakes many seniors make when cooking eggs is using the wrong kind of oil. Oils that can quietly cause inflammation in your body. You might have heard about omega-6 fatty acids. These fats are necessary for your body, but when you have too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, it can actually trigger chronic inflammation. And inflammation is linked to many health problems, especially as we get older. What are omega-6 fatty acids, and why does balance matter? Omega-6 fatty acids are found in many common cooking oils, like vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, margarine, and shortening. These oils became popular because they're inexpensive and last a long time. But the problem is, they have very high levels of omega-6 fats. Studies, including research from Harvard Health, show that the typical American diet has 10 to 15 times more omega-6 than omega-3 fats. That imbalance fuels inflammation in the body. Why should seniors care about this? Too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3 leads to low-level inflammation that can quietly damage your body over time. This inflammation is linked to heart disease, arthritis and joint pain, diabetes and metabolic problems, memory loss and cognitive decline. So even if you eat healthy foods, cooking with these oils might work against you. Ruth's story. A real-life example. Ruth is a 67-year-old woman who loved making her eggs sunny side up every morning. She always used a vegetable oil blend, thinking it was a healthy choice. But over time, Ruth noticed she had bloating after breakfast, aching knees that made walking tough, higher bad LDL cholesterol on her blood work. Her doctor suggested that the vegetable oil might be causing inflammation. Ruth switched to cooking eggs in extra virgin olive oil, which is rich in antioxidants. On weekends, she used ghee, a type of clarified butter. Sometimes she even poached her eggs without oil. Within a few weeks, Ruth's bloating went away. Her knees felt better, and her cholesterol improved, all without giving up eggs. Expert tips for cooking eggs. If you're still using vegetable oil, canola oil, or margarine to cook your eggs, try switching to extra virgin olive oil, great for heart health; avocado oil, good for medium-high heat cooking; ghee, antioxidant-rich and good for moderate heat. Or try poaching or boiling eggs without any oil at all. Avoid cooking sprays and cheap vegetable oils. They often contain unhealthy fats and additives that increase inflammation. Questions to think about. What kind of oil do you use to cook your eggs? Have you checked the labels on your cooking oils or sprays? Do you feel bloated or achy after eating eggs cooked a certain way? Would you be willing to try cooking with olive oil or poaching eggs to see if you feel better? Have you heard about the importance of omega-3 and omega-6 balance before? Another example. My neighbor, Mr. Johnson, 72, used to cook scrambled eggs in margarine and had joint pain every morning. After switching to olive oil, his joint pain got a lot better. He even started boiling eggs sometimes, which he really enjoys. Small changes like switching your cooking oil can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Section 3. Mistake number 2. Pairing eggs with processed meats. Let's talk about what often comes with your eggs. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, or ham. These are classic breakfast favorites for many, but for seniors, this combination can actually be risky. What's in processed meats? Processed meats aren't just meat. They usually contain high sodium, which can raise blood pressure and cause water retention, nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that have been linked to DNA damage, preservatives like BHA and BHT, which are possible carcinogens, added sugars and fillers, which add extra calories and can affect blood sugar. The World Health Organization actually classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as smoking and asbestos. Why is eating eggs with processed meats risky? Eggs themselves are nutritious and generally good for your heart, but eating them with processed meats can cancel out some of those benefits and raise your risk for heart disease, cancer, especially colorectal cancer, chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, nerve damage and metabolic issues. Henry's story. Henry is a 70-year-old retired firefighter managing type 2 diabetes. His usual breakfast was 2 eggs, 2 sausages, black coffee. Over time, Henry noticed tingling and numbness in his feet, fatigue and heaviness in his legs by midday, early nerve inflammation on blood tests, plaque buildup in his arteries. His doctor told him processed meats were a big factor. Henry didn't stop eating eggs but gave up processed meats. He swapped sausages for avocado slices for healthy fats, steamed spinach to support circulation, grilled tomatoes with herbs for antioxidants. Within weeks, his foot symptoms improved, his energy increased, and his medication doses were lowered. Expert recommendations. To get the most out of eggs and keep your heart and nerves healthy, avoid processed meats like bacon, sausage, and deli meats. Pair eggs with fresh veggies, healthy fats, like avocado or nuts, and whole grains. Choose plant-based proteins or lean meats, like turkey or chicken instead. Questions to consider. How often do you eat eggs with bacon, sausage, or ham? Have you noticed any swelling, numbness, or fatigue after breakfast? Would you try replacing processed meats with vegetables or avocado? What's your favorite healthy side with eggs? Did you know processed meats are linked to increased cancer risk? Another real-life example. My neighbor, Mrs. Garcia, used to eat eggs with ham every morning. After learning about the risks, she switched to sautéed kale and avocado with her eggs. She says she feels less tired, and her doctor noticed improvements in her blood pressure and cholesterol. Making small changes like swapping processed meats for veggies or healthy fats can make a big difference in how you feel and your long-term health. You don't have to give up eggs. Just change what you eat them with. Section 4. Mistake nas. Eating eggs the same way. Every day, even if you cook your eggs perfectly and avoid processed meats, there's still a common mistake many seniors make: eating eggs the exact same way every day. Why variety is important. Eating the same egg dish day after day, like scrambled eggs on white toast with butter and no veggies, might seem convenient, but it can actually hurt your health over time. Here's why. Too much cholesterol buildup. Eating egg yolks daily without enough fiber can cause cholesterol to build up. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Without variety, you miss out on important nutrients that help fight aging, slower metabolism, and digestion problems. Lack of fiber and nutrient diversity can slow down your digestion and metabolism. Gloria's story. Gloria, 72, loved doing crossword puzzles and taking morning walks. For months, her breakfast was always scrambled eggs on white toast with butter. No fruits, veggies, or fiber. After a while, Gloria started having constipation, low energy. Blood tests showed borderline B12 deficiency and low folate. Her doctor told her it wasn't the eggs causing problems. It was the lack of variety in her diet. So Gloria mixed it up. She added boiled eggs with fruit and chia pudding, veggie omelets with spinach and tomatoes, mini egg muffins with onions and bell peppers. Soon, her digestion improved, energy came back, and breakfast was something she really looked forward to. Why mixing it up helps. Adding variety to your meals gives your body fiber, helps lower cholesterol and improves digestion, vitamins and antioxidants, protect your body from aging and disease, balanced nutrients, supports your metabolism and energy. Questions to think about. Do you eat eggs the same way every morning? What do you usually eat with your eggs? Have you noticed any digestion issues or low energy that might be related to your breakfast? Would you be willing to try eggs with vegetables or fruit? What's your favorite way to enjoy eggs besides scrambled? Another example. My neighbor, Mrs. Wilson, 75, used to eat fried eggs with plain toast every day. She often felt sluggish and had stomach troubles. After adding sautéed peppers, mushrooms, and a side of berries, she said she felt lighter and had more energy. Remember, variety isn't just more interesting. It's better for your body and your health. Section 5. Mistake number 4. Improper storage of eggs. One mistake. A lot of people don't pay much attention to, but really should, is how you store your eggs. Why proper storage is important. Eggs have porous shells, which means they can soak up odors, moisture, and bacteria from their environment. If eggs aren't stored properly, this can cause problems like temperature changes that encourage bacteria, like salmonella, to grow. A higher risk of food poisoning, which can be especially dangerous for seniors since our immune systems aren't as strong as they used to be. George's story. George is 74 years old, very independent, and still drives himself to the grocery store. A few weeks ago, he started having stomach cramps, nausea, and chills. At first, he thought it was just a stomach bug. But when his doctor asked about his recent meals, some concerns came up. George mentioned that he stored his eggs in the fridge door, which is actually the warmest part of the fridge. Sometimes he left eggs out on the counter for a couple of hours before cooking. His doctor explained that those habits can allow harmful bacteria to grow on the eggs. The advice George got was simple. Store eggs in the main compartment of the fridge, where it's coldest. Keep eggs in their original carton to protect them from smells and damage. Check the best by dates regularly. Never leave eggs out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. After making these changes, George's stomach problems went away, and he felt much better. Tips for proper egg storage. Here's what you should do. Store eggs in the coldest part of the fridge, not in the door. Keep eggs in the original carton. It helps protect them. Don't leave eggs sitting out on the counter for long periods. Always check the expiration or best by dates before using eggs. Toss any eggs with cracks or off smells. Questions for you to think about. Where do you keep your eggs at home? In the fridge door or on the main shelf? Have you ever left eggs out on the counter before cooking? Have you experienced stomach issues after eating eggs? Do you check the best by date on your egg cartons? Would you be open to changing how you store your eggs if it could help protect your health? Another example. My friend Linda, 76, used to keep eggs in the fridge door because it was convenient. After learning about proper egg storage, she moved her eggs to the main fridge shelf and noticed fewer stomach issues. She feels more confident her food is safer now. Properly storing your eggs is a small step that can make a big difference in keeping you healthy, especially as you get older. Section 6. Bringing it all together. What this means for senior health. Let's review. Cooking eggs in inflammatory oils silently fuels inflammation. Pairing eggs with processed meats invites toxins and cancels benefits. Eating eggs the same way daily causes nutrient imbalances and digestive issues. Improper storage risks food poisoning and illness. Each small habit affects cholesterol, inflammation, energy, digestion, and overall vitality. By making informed choices, you can keep eggs as a nourishing, safe part of your diet for decades. Final thoughts and call to action. Eggs aren't the enemy. Mistakes are. Ruth, Henry, Gloria, and George each changed just one habit around eggs and reclaimed their health. Now it's your turn. Which mistake resonates with you? Are you ready to try a new oil, swap out processed meat, add variety, or check your fridge? Drop a comment below. Your insight could inspire someone else. If you found this helpful, please like and share with seniors you care about. And don't miss our next video, where we uncover another common breakfast food that might be quietly harming your health. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay informed, and see you soon.